There was one day, a young woman, barely 40, terminal ovarian cancer. Her name was Lydia. She had 3 little kids. We all struggled with that one, still do. She was one of those people who lit up a room even when she couldn't stand up anymore. That afternoon, Mabel made her way to Lydia's room. We called her husband. He was already on his way. When he got there, he climbed right into the bed beside Lydia, just held her, cried, told her about the kids' school play, about how her oldest had started cooking dinner for his siblings, how the youngest still wore her scarf every day, saying it smelled like mommy. Mabel sat at the foot of the bed, not moving. Lydia passed that evening, peacefully, quietly, and I remember thinking, maybe it's not that the cat knows when death is near. Maybe she just shows up when love needs to settle in. Maybe she gives us permission to pause, to listen, to soften. Mabel stayed with us for 5 more years. Then one day she didn't come back. We checked shelters, put up flyers, but I think she just knew her time was done. Her basket still sits at the nurse's station, empty now, but we kept it there. Some things, you don't explain, you just respect. As a hospice nurse, I've seen what death really looks like. It's not always loud or dramatic. Most times, it's just the slow closing of a story. And sometimes that story ends with a quiet cat curled at the foot of the bed. Animals know things we don't. They're not afraid the way we are. And in a place where every moment matters, where every goodbye feels too soon, having Mabel there, it made a difference. Still does. Hello friends. Thank you for watching. A special shout out to our subscribers. You keep these eerie stories alive. But here's the thing, only 30% of viewers are subscribed. If you enjoy our content, hitting subscribe helps us more than you know. It takes a second, but makes a huge difference. While you're at it, like and share to keep the chills coming. Thanks again. You made this possible. See you in the next one, if you dare. You learn a lot working in hospice, not just about medicine or end-of-life care, but about the small, quiet ways people say goodbye. The unspoken language of love, presence, and comfort. Sometimes it's in a look, a touch, sometimes in the company they keep. Years ago, before I became a hospice nurse, I helped my mother run a small boarding cattery. It was a modest setup, 8 enclosures, a little garden view, the scent of fresh litter and clean towels. We kept it calm and homey, especially for the older cats who didn't do well in loud or unfamiliar places. There was this one cat, I still remember her name, but I'll call her Missy here. She was small, mostly white with ginger patches, and had this habit of chirping at you when you walked in with breakfast. Always the first to the door, tail high, gentle nudge against your calf. She didn't demand much, just a little attention, a warm bed, and her routine.